is
Zaza. Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Wippa.
Hey guys, how you going? Happy Friday. It's Fitzy and Wippa here for the old Ye Oldie podcast. God, it's been around for a while, hasn't it, this one?
Podcasting, yeah, it'll take
We're
off.
coming up to 12 years?
25.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought that we would have had any f***ing chance of lasting? Sorry, I lost it.
Get you to watch your language. I know it's been a long time. You're tired. You're
I've
aging.
done everything in my power to get sacked.
I'm so
what?
sorry.
Next year might be your year, Fitz.
Well, when the PX department, which is the people
Experience, yeah. It starts with an E.
when
so
their
it's
office
PE.
is located right next to yours, I always question that. Why is
When
that?
you did the fruit bat on the window in January,
Yeah.
back then, that
when
fruit was out of
COVID
season.
started. That was probably not a joke to do at the time. A lot of people got upset with that one.
And what was the other ones yelling out, look at those plums, look at those plums.
Oh, and the Eiffel Tower.
That was clever.
At team meet on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
It looked like it. A lot of people thought it was a windsurfer, but
The wristwatch,
you know
always
what?
popular.
We've had an amazing year this year, and I feel like we're just about hitting our straps.
This is the last podcast for the year.
Give us another 12 years, and I reckon we
This is the
are
last one.
going places.
Sarah's doing a couple of tricks as well.
take-
That looks like some sort of tropical fruit.
What?
Mate, don't end by dragging me into a sexual innuendo chat.
Sorry, Sarah.
Sorry, Says. I'm so sorry about that.
So sorry for being a part of the show as well, Sarah. And
Milky.
to you as well, Tom. We just
Round
want
the
to
corner.
we just want to say to you, Tom, and your legal team, good luck for the rest of the year. I know it's been really tough for you, and they've been
Keep your
working
hands to
overtime.
yourself, Tom.
Yeah, thank you guys. You hired me the best
One of-
barristers in the country.
One of the great fiddlers of the modern era, Thomas
What?
Brian Ivy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I know, it's just too bad.
he
It's with
feel?
himself majority of the time. So
Bulldog eating
enjoy the rest of your 2023, and this is our last podcast.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Macca, find me some party music, guys. The season has kicked into gear last night. The Nova Christmas party.
It was started very early, 4 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, Sweet Caroline was being played. What else was some of the songs up there,
Oh,
Tommy?
mate, the band was good too.
So good.
They were really good. They did a bit of Bruce Springsteen,
Yeah,
Dancing in the Dark.
I think they did Mr. Brightside by
Yeah,
the
they
Killers.
did.
And the theme was Euro Summer, guys.
Oh, my God.
I went a bit dark. I was a bit gothic. I think I looked like a nightclub owner from the Greek islands, Sarah.
Oh, is
not
that
like,
your explanation?
not someone who was partying.
Yeah, maybe.
How good's a bit of Euros too? Getting around with a bit of meat
Yeah.
and chips in it too.
Yeah,
Garlic, heavy garlic. I loved it.
yeah, that was.
Did anyone embarrass themselves last night, or just me because I turned up in black tie because I had to go elsewhere? Did anyone else make an idiot of themselves?
There were
Tommy,
a
you
few
were very
people-
late.
No, it was 45 minutes in it.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
wore one of your old embroidered shirts with
Yes.
the screaming eagle on it.
Yeah, look, I was just trying to be
Cowboy style.
in the festive mood. Yeah, that's right.
You don't see that in a Euro summer often.
Look, Tom and I.
Maybe not yours, but mine, perhaps.
We busted each other. We tried to do
Yeah.
a little bit of a ghosty, Sarah, and we walked outside at the same time and went, oh,
What are you doing
what
here?
are you doing here? We ended up at Hugo's and got home at 3, but it was a good
effort,
night.
really good effort. Westfield staff have come out and said our Christmas parties will never, ever be the way they used to be.
Why?
Due to one person that they are still shocked by, because I'm not sure where it was, could have been at the Ivy or something. One staff member decided to get completely naked and jumped in the pool.
Oh,
now, is
not
that
that bad.
really a crime?
I've always wanted to do that at Westfield, into the fountain or something that they have there.
You
to
could if
jump
you
in.
wanted. You could if you wanted. I don't reckon it's that bad, Says.
No, it's not a reason to not do Christmas parties.
I mean, you looked at the Channel 9 one. They threw some money into that. Channel 9's had a big year. Surprise act from Delta Goodrum. And then the
What?
big announcement for the Channel 10 Christmas party. It won't be happening. Budget cuts.
We didn't have
I said
that.
budget cuts.
Wow. That is unbelievable. So, did Westfield have the Christmas party at a Westfield?
No, I said I don't
No,
know where
at
it
a
was.
venue.
I said it would have been somewhere like the Ivy,
was
where
gonna-
they booked out by the pool, and some bloke said, "Hang on a minute,
Can I
have a look at this."
It's not a bad
Have a look
idea
at this,
just to
Southland.
have a lock-in at a Westfield, though. That would be a great party. And
It
can you
would.
go into any store and pick whatever you want?
Whatever you want to
That'd be
do.
great for the employees.
I hope he didn't get the sack. this guy.
Yeah.
Of course he did. If they're banning all future Christmas parties, that dude got sacked.
Can I throw something out there for Nova and the exec team listening right now? How does Channel 9 have Delta Goodrem performing and we don't have an act?
Oh, come on, mate. We have red rooms. Give me a break.
We do. But for the staff, and it was great to see so many familiar faces there. I mean, everyone knew everyone, which was great. It was a good get to know your colleagues night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
No one knew anyone.
Well, they all knew each other. It's just you were the ignorant part.
No, it was a great night. They were on fire.
Yeah, they were.
There's, unfortunately, there won't be anyone in the office today, and we can't get any updates.
No, that happens on a Friday anyway.
Yeah, that happens on a Friday.
Christmas party or no Christmas party. But if your Christmas party is tonight, don't be that guy. Don't be the nude guy in the pool. Warning to everybody. Don't be the one everybody talks about on Monday.
Tommy, have you got the spray, the hangover spray?
Oh, yeah.
Can I borrow it?
Does that work? Didn't you try that last weekend?
I tried
the pills.
the miracle tablets.
Yeah, did it work?
Miracle tablets.
Well,
Oh, gee.
well, I don't feel hungover today, so they're all natural ingredients.
You were very happy half an hour later, that's for sure.
What a miracle. He jumped in the pool.
Can tell you which direction north is standing out. It's very straight.
Oh, it wasn't like that.
Well,
It wasn't
Matt.
that sort of miracle.
not standing in the
Kanye's
buffalo.
walked into the room again.
Oh, my God.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Australia.
Check them out on the What If app.
What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Got a couple of stories about animals getting on the gear. Huh? This is a bit weird.
You're talking about the Nova Christmas party last night?
No, not at all.
I am not an
Actual
animal,
animals.
mate. I am not an animal. Leave me out of this.
I'm not an animal.
Or MDG.
This sounds a bit dodgy, but Indian police have come out, Sarah, and said, what would it be? It's their evidence room, or where do they? Everything that's been confiscated, they put it into a room.
Yeah.
They're saying that rats have eaten 500 kilograms of cannabis.
500?
500 kilograms, Sarah.
And given how light that is...
This is over the years.
That's how you get giant rats, because they then get the munchies.
Well, this
yeah.
is the thing.
And
They're
they'll
on the burger rings.
Oh, my God. They'll plough through the back of some convenience
They
store.
get bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they're huge.
Well, they were wondering how that would affect the rats. Actually, I've got audio of one of the rats after eating a couple of kilograms of. Have a listen to this.
I was a pet of my master Yoshi, mimicking his
Is
movements
that Splinter?
from my cage
Do you remember,
and learning the secret art of ninja.
Sarah, do you remember Splinter?
I mean, yeah, I do. But I was explaining to one of the kids who the Ninja Turtles were the other day.
Turtle power.
When the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out, what a stupid idea. When you actually think of it, what a stupid idea, but they were so massive.
And we're going to name them after classical artists.
No, what was more stupid was the journalist that hung out with them while they lived in the sewer.
Oh.
Like, what?
Was there a journo?
Yeah, April. She was the character with the red hair, and she would hang out with the Ninja Turtles and write stories
Was she
about them.
hooking up with them?
How do you hook up with a turtle?
Good point. I didn't think about that.
Turtle power.
A rat-raised turtles called them after the biggest artists in the world, and they went on to be ninjas.
Yeah, but their
And
master
fight
was
Shredder.
a rat.
That's amazing.
Man, who was smoking what when they came up with
Do
that
you remember
idea?
the arcade game?
Ninja Turtles?
There was a huge Ninja Turtle.
No.
We had it down in the footy club. It was massive.
Missed out on that.
And has anyone heard about the latest release of the new movie Cocaine Bear? Do you know Elizabeth Banks, Sarah? She's
Yeah, great actress.
Yeah, so she's directing it.
Oh.
Now, everyone thought that this was going to be like a Snakes on the Plane sort of cult, stupid movie.
Yeah, Sharknado.
I didn't know this, but it's actually a real story.
About a bear on the bags?
Yes. I'm going to go through it now. So the tale of Cocaine Bear dates back to, this is in 1985. A notorious and convicted drug smuggler. He was flying the cocaine in, and he realised that his cargo was too heavy. Now, in an attempt to lighten the load, he dropped a duffel bag full of cocaine out of the plane. Now, the pilot himself then decided to chase after some of the fallen goods, Sarah. So he left the plane and he parachuted out, and the parachute didn't go off, and he died.
Oh.
Plane crashed.
What an idiot.
He died. He offloaded a heap of cocaine. The plane went up, so all the cocaine that was left on the plane, that was gone. But the
duffel
cocaine
bag
that was dropped down on the ground, A bear, this is no lie, a bear actually consumed it, a black bear.
Oh, my God.
So the narrator of the film is likely to see the events of the bear and his drug-fueled killing spree. He actually went around and killed a couple of people.
Oh, my God.
And
this
there
doesn't taste like honey.
This is in America somewhere.
Always.
And there's an actual statue of the bear in that local town where it happened.
Why would you make a statue for the bear?
It's got dusty nostrils.
No one ever
It's
cleans
got a rolled
it
up 50 in its hand.
Press a button and it just doesn't stop talking for an hour. Just tells you a story. But this is a bit of the trailer from Cocaine Bear.
A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
So it's a bit of a horror.
So is that a true story or not?
It's a true story.
Amazing.
Wow.
A statue and now a movie.
It's
I
isn't
get
it
it.
unbelievable?
I'm into it. I just thought it was one of the Christmas parties happening this weekend.
There's a bit of entertainment for you coming into Christmas.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Bear Grylls, initially an inspiration for me. Loved a bit of Bear Grylls. And we do watch You versus Bear Grylls now, which is on one of the streaming services. And the idea is that you can choose the adventure that you want to go with. I agree, it's gone too far.
Yeah, look, can I just
It's
say,
gone too far.
I watched it with the kids the other day. It's all set up.
Of course it's set up.
It's, you know what, but that's what Bear Grylls, you watch Bear Grylls because you don't know what's coming up. He doesn't know what's coming up. Oh, there's the carcass of a buffalo that Matt de Groot's had tattooed onto his arm. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't know that was there, but he will eat it, and it's rotten, but he will eat it.
Did you see, and you might have been watching the same one, Fitz, where he bobs down and it's like he's gone to Spotlight and bought a pile of fur.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, and
no, it was in the tree.
No, this is different.
Oh, was
and it's
it?
on the ground. He's kneeling beside her, and he's looking at it. He's going, "Okay, I've found this dead animal." You're looking at it going, "What animal is that? What animal looks like a rock covered in fur?" What should I do? Should I skin the animal? And you've got to select skin the animal and make some clothes out of it to keep warm. So you choose that one. Next thing you know, he's by a stream wearing what looks like a Versace fur
jacket,
coat.
yes. Yep.
That's been crafted by the finest seamstresses.
How disappointing.
But
in
it
Italy.
is- I mean, the game, it's like choose your own adventure,
Yeah,
Sam.
clever
The
concept.
kids get to choose the adventure that they want.
How annoyed would he get, though, when you've got to film two endings? Not even two endings.
Yeah.
Two parts. Like,
Of
should I
every
take the
decision.
stream or should I conquer the mountain to my left? Got to film both of them. He'd be so annoyed.
Hey, just throw me the bear poo. I'll eat it.
Let me just sleep inside
Can we
a
do
dead
another
camel.
one for safety, Bear? God.
Do you remember?
Drink the fluid from a fresh elephant dung.
Yeah, go for it. Bear, squeeze it.
Sorry, there was a plane going over the top. The sound was a bit off. Do it again.
Can we get another one? Have you got the one of him with the bears too, Macca, where he ran into a bit of trouble? I think he got stung by some
The bees?
Yeah, sorry, not
I
bears.
think we got the bees.
God, stung by bears would hurt.
There he is.
Here he is.
Out of all the massive,
Tell me about it.
little, aggressive man-eating crocs and snakes and alligators I've dealt with over the years, the one that gets me is a bee. It's typical.
Yeah, his eye gone. His eye had swollen up. He was in all sorts of trouble. He's now come out and said he's so excited about life and not knowing what's going to happen on that day. They've asked him what time he wakes up. He gets up at 4:30 in the morning. That's because he likes to go to bed early and set his opportunity clock.
Oh.
It's not an alarm clock. It's an opportunity clock.
That's a nice way of looking
Isn't
at
it?
it, because alarm clocks are so horrid.
You would do that, MDG, and then get
Yeah.
it tattooed on your bicep.
Well, no. I mean, The Rock once
guys.
released an app which his alarm would go off at like 2:45, and whenever
Yep.
his alarm went off,
Your alarm went off.
your alarm went off at the same time wherever you were in the world, just so you
Funny.
knew The Rock was up and ready to grind.
So you had to try and keep up with The Rock.
Yeah.
And when the opportunity alarm went
Unless
off.
it was sort of like 11:15 and you're in a work meeting. Sorry, guys, I've got to
Sorry,
go grind.
guys.
The Rock's off to grind.
Looks like The Rock's doing 10 push-ups. I'm going to drop to the floor. You're wearing a suit.
I can tell you when it's 3 degrees outside in the middle of the winter and your opportunity clock goes off.
Oh, get stuffed.
You've got one opportunity.
Hey, Bear Grylls and The Rock.
Turn it off and go back to bloody sleep.
Going to sleep all the way through this opportunity, I reckon.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
There's a couple of road trips that we're doing around Sydney over Christmas. I'm getting on What If, actually, and checking out. Now, when you go and you check out houses and stuff around Sydney to go on a road trip, a lot of people are putting up photos now of board games. And you know what? As a family, there's nothing better getting together when you're relaxed, you don't have work, you're not stressed.
Yep.
Sitting down and playing a board game. Unfortunately for the Fitzgeralds, it's not like that.
Why not?
Because we're very competitive.
Okay.
Monopoly is a big one because it goes for such a long time.
Too long.
Are you always the
Monopoly.
banker?
Well,
I'm always the banker and I start thieving about halfway through.
Rhymes with banker.
Not that kind of banker.
okay, yeah, but it's I don't think it's a good game because I don't think you never really get a winner in the end.
You should
Sarah.
go for something like Scattergrees. Scattergrees is a good game. It moves quickly.
Guess who's always good?
Yeah.
Pictionary.
Mousetrap's great, setting up
Pictionary.
Mousetrap. Operation's always a great game and fun.
We play Zoggle as well, which is a bit of fun.
Is that the poor man's bobble?
How dare
Boggle?
you? No, it's where you pull out. It's like Snap. It's a basic version of Snap.
Awesome.
Like two things match and you go, Zoggle.
Here's just a message for people going into the festive season and board games. Investigators over in the States, in Tulsa actually, learned that a family had been drinking alcohol and playing Monopoly when a fight broke out between the son and the stepfather.
Oh, God.
After knocking over the board game, the stepfather turned over furniture, then said, let's take the fight outside.
Jeez.
He then pulled out a gun and he ran down the street pointing the gun at his stepson and stepsister. The police were called. He said, look, I fired one shot, but it was in the ground. I was just trying to sell them. Well, they just wanted to get a few things off their community chest and they wanted to move on. And unfortunately, he has been arrested. The judge has sent him straight to jail. Do not collect $200.
Okay.
I mean, why don't we give everyone access to a firearm? It just seems like such a great idea.
You know,
Is there a gun as one of the
No.
pieces in Monopoly?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm always the dog, the Scotty dog. You would be too,
I'd
Says.
love Scotty Dogs.
You would have been the little tumbler hat. That would have been you for sure.
No,
it's not.
Go with your
Not
outfit.
the little fat man. If you were to buy Park Lane, right, and you're lining up to take Mayfair as well, and someone else buys it, and you can't dominate the blue part of the board, I'd get out a gun, for sure.
What?
I reckon if you're got like Oxford Street, and you're trying to nail all the oranges.
Well, you buy Mayfair, then put up security cameras so no one can get near it.
Put up cameras. I'd be furious too.
Just look, it's a
Double barrel, bang.
It's a community service announcement. Just be nice to each other over the festive season when playing board games. Do not pull guns on each other.
No, do not do that.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Let's get into Last Man Standing.
2 people enter. Only one leaves.
Let's turn up the heat. And we're on.
60 seconds. On the clock. It's time to play Last Man Standing.
And let's get the party started.
Give the kids an awesome experience at the new Sydney Zoo in the heart of Western Sydney. Gift vouchers from $24.99 at sydneyzoo.com.
Yeah, annual family pass to Sydney Zoo plus a giraffe encounter.
Oh.
A giraffe seat.
Carrots.
Leaves, wouldn't it be?
Big blue tongues.
So carrot would be a big treat for them, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it would be leaves majority of the time, but a carrot is
It's like chocolate.
That's your schmacko.
I love it, mate. Absolutely love it. All the giraffes I've met.
We're going to go to Oran Park this morning, Melissa, because she got absolutely rinsed yesterday. She didn't even get to answer. So we've brought her back. Mel, welcome.
Hi, Mel.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right, you got the kids in the car that are going to be cheering you on?
Yes, they're going to be cheering me on.
All right,
Good luck, Mel.
today.
You got to get past Gus in North Sydney. You want zoo passes as a bit of a Christmas present for your nieces and nephews, Gus?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to make them fight for my love. See which one wins.
So true. Royal Rumble.
That's a great idea, Gus. That's it. Let them fight. All right,
Good luck,
Melissa,
Gus.
you're going first. You get one wrong, power goes over to Gus. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds is going to Sydney Zoo. Melissa, your 60 seconds starts now. Granny Smith is a type of which fruit?
Apple.
Yes. David Kosh is host of what TV show?
Today. Oh,
Incorrect. It's Sunrise. Over to Gus. Gus, Buddy Franklin plays which sport?
AFL?
Yes, that is correct. Which Aussie TV show is filmed in Palm Beach?
Home and Away?
Yes. How many Olympic medals did Emma McKeon win in Tokyo?
7?
No, she won 11. Over to Melissa. Melissa, which state or territory is Kakadu National Park found in?
New South Wales.
No, Northern Territory. Back to Gus. Gus, what streaming service would you find Stranger Things on, Gus?
Netflix.
Yes. Finish this saying. A leopard never changes its...
What?
Yes. What is the name of David and Victoria Beckham's oldest son?
Pass.
It's Brooklyn. Melissa, over to you. Children animated TV character Bluey is type of what dog breed?
Mel, you're home. Well done. You're home, Mel. Everyone in the car, kids, scream for your mum. She's won it.
They're screaming.
Oh, your mum's a champion. Gus, thanks for playing. But Mel has returned and won today.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Well done. Gus was doing so well. Mel
You'll get
fell
the
over.
budgie smugglers, guys.
Oh, Fitzy with the budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Well done, Gus. We'll throw in a bottle of double chin gin as well. How's that, Tommy, just to finish it?
Mel, how many in your family, Mel?
There's 4 of us.
All right, 4 pairs of budgie smugglers coming your way as well.
No, the kids will not wear those. Thank
Everyone
you.
wants them.
Gift the kids an awesome experience at the new Sydney Zoo in the heart of Western Sydney. Gift vouchers from $24.99 at sydneyzoo.com.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment. This is everywhere. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The trailer for their bombshell Netflix documentary has been
What did you
released.
think? What is it called, Sarah?
Harry and
Great
I.
question.
Harry and the
and
Hendersons.
Meghan, a Netflix global event coming soon.
Trailer's
only on
good.
Netflix.
Trailer's
Trailer
really
is
good.
good. Here's a bit of it.
Why did you want to make this documentary?
No one sees what's happening behind the closed doors. I had to do everything I could to protect my family.
When the stakes are this high, doesn't it make more sense to hear our story from us?
Yeah. I do like that.
Yeah,
I do like it because
they look beautiful. Like,
and it's not like they're out there trying to portray this life that that they're not leading. They just want to. There's so many headlines and so much crap written about them. Why don't you just let them into the home and you just see what's going on?
Do you think part of the idea to do the show is because she's so sick of the tabloids, she's so sick of the headlines and the way she's portrayed, she wants people to see what she's really like?
I would think so,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
she deserves the right to do that. I mean, it's going to be a 6-part series, and the pictures that they show. So, Fitz, I'm just showing you in the trailer. There's a lot of photos, and in that one, she's sitting with her head in her hands. She's on a FaceTime call, and she's clearly sobbing. Another one, she and Harry are sitting at what would look like a hotel, and she's wiping tears away from her face. So why not? Let the world see why
Can I
it's
just
beating
say,
you down.
I thought the Oprah Winfrey interview was great because that's where they got. But you know what? You guys slayed them for that as well. This is the
It's
thing.
their reality,
Yeah, but see, they're telling that they're out there to tell their truth, and this is the thing. People like Piers Morgan bring them straight down because they don't want to be royals anymore. It's like
Here's the issue, though. Now, if they came to Meghan and Harry and said, hey, guys, thinking about doing a doco over you guys, about you guys over the past 2 years, have you got any footage or home video or content that we can use? That's one thing. To go, hey, we're doing a Netflix special. We're going to have cameras following you around while you live your normal life.
Well, Sarah just told you there's vision of them crying and
that's
stuff.
Right.
So that's previous stuff.
Yeah, there'd be old stuff in there, but
there's a difference between personal content that's then made public to filming for a show.
No, you just said they want to go on there and tell their story. So that's
right.
what they're going to be honest and true. And they did that on Oprah, and you slayed them.
No, I didn't have an issue with the Oprah.
You slayed Meghan over
No, I did not. I did not pick on Meghan because I'm so sick of people picking on her. I support Meghan. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I think the way she's been harassed has been disgusting.
It's disgusting.
So if you know that this is a show and there's a camera in their face,
I get what you're saying. The reality
how am I to
TV
know that I'm
isn't
getting
reality.
honesty?
Yeah. It's fair enough.
No
And
reality TV is real reality TV.
No, I get your point. But look, I mean, you would hope in this instance it's more... I guess because the things they'll be at were news stories. So you'll see behind the scenes perhaps before they walked out at the Queen's Jubilee, for example.
Yeah, and I'd like to see that. Yes.
Exactly. So maybe that will add less of a layer of acting ability because the things that they're at are out of their control, perhaps. I don't know. I'm speculating. I haven't seen
No, another one that I want to see is the relationship between Harry and Will, and I think it's close. But everyone, and you guys were doing it as well, was saying that they're feuding and they hate each other.
If you watch the trailer, it does show when Harry says, obviously because you can't see that, when he says, I just wanted to protect my family, the camera goes to a picture of Kate and Will looking angry at whatever church service they're at, and it makes a crack sound. It's all a bit, I don't know know that you're going to get the result you want from that.
Do you know what I mean? Say, like, you've got that footage of her crying over a Zoom call or something like that. I hate the fact that there's a producer going, okay, before you make that call, can we just set the camera up now? Okay, all right, so if you stay there, Harry, Megan, you go there.
I think that was a photo.
All right, here we go.
It wouldn't be like... It's
Yes,
not
it would.
staged. Okay,
It's not staged.
That was really
No.
Let's do another one for
I love
safety,
your
mate.
passion.
You're missing the point. I'm not saying it's staged, but it's set up.
No.
Right? Their honest
telling their
reactions
story.
and their comments are
So
real.
you
They're
don't-
living that moment, sure. But the cameras are there for professional reasons.
Of course you have to have cameras there, but you need
That's
a
the
camera there
difference.
to tell your story.
Yeah.
I need a whistle, Tom.
So
All right, there's a whistle.
Are you saying because the camera's there, we can't believe everything that they're saying?
We can believe it, but at the same time, you're a fool to think that it doesn't have a Hollywood production team behind it.
No,
So you've got to understand
of
that
course.
these are not going to be completely raw stories.
There we go. What else you got, Says?
Do you know what? December 8, you two will be on holidays, but why don't we all do a Zoom call and talk it out?
Take us to Kanye, sir.
It was pretty sad because Kate and Wills are over in the US, and obviously, at this time for all this stuff, the race issue over at Buckingham Palace. Anyway, they were booed by some fans at a basketball game that they're at, which is a bit on the nose, but people are entitled to their opinion.
I mean, they
just
come
hate
to
booing.
Australia and they get booed in certain areas.
What are they being booed for?
I know.
What?
They have nothing to do with
What are
the
they being
US.
booed for? I'm
It's-
furious, Tom. Why would you boo
Damn
them?
it! Why don't
Well,
we
got your whistle
You
again,
need
mate.
your own
Sorry.
Netflix special.
If
That's
Prince
what
Philip turned up, right? If Prince Philip turned up, boo him because he's a crook.
There's the
I
whistle,
know,
mate.
William
Move on.
and Kate aren't. Anyway,
Sorry.
I was going to do another Royal story,
So
but now I'm
sorry.
afraid. So we'll put it there. It's just that Mike Tyndall and Zara are having a ripping time at the Adelaide 500.
You
They're
can't
not going home
believe that,
with the kids.
Sarah.
Whatever.
You don't know whether to... Sorry, guys, I'm out.
I'm really reluctant to bring up the next story because Kanye West. Don't start fighting about this.
I'm not even going to comment on
This
this.
is happening as
we speak.
As
yeah.
we speak on Alex Jones, Infowars.
He is, yeah. It would appear he's having a full mental health breakdown. So he's talking about just basically about Nazis and about Hitler.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? We're going to stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Okay. You said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
Oh my God!
Oh my
He's got a mask on. You can't see his face, and I just feel like this is. I don't know what he's.
Where does this end?
Yeah,
it's really
nowhere
scary.
Good. Yeah, and he was encouraging people to go visit Harvey Weinstein in prison, which was another weird angle to take.
You know, the unfortunate thing, the closest people to Kanye that he won't be able to visit is his kids soon.
And that's the sad part, is that their involvement in all this.
The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
The wait is over. It's the final Riddle Time of the year, guys. And if you want to play along, 13 24 10, thanks to Disney Plus, we have got $1,000 to give away. Riddle, diddle, diddle.
The legendary sorcerer returns in the new Disney original series Willow, now streaming only on Disney Plus.
That's right, you crazy kids. The third riddle is worth $1,000. Get ready to play along. That money could be yours. Let's start with an easy one. What breaks every day but can never be fixed?
My spirit.
Heart.
Not your heart, not your spirit. What were you, MDG?
This show, Michael.
It never
well
breaks.
said, Matt.
It's unbreakable.
Perhaps Dawn?
Oh, Thomas Brown Ivy.
Is that correct?
The old crack of dawn.
Oh, thank you. Riddle it just a little bit. Thank you.
Tom, thank you for the opportunity to share. Okay, guys, you need to think about this one. If someone has a bee in their hand, what do they have in their eye?
A bear.
An eyeball.
No, not a bear either. Why would they have a bear?
Bee in their hand.
That's a bird in the hand.
No, bee in their hand and a bee in their eye. It'd be a bee. Bee. You just had bee to an eye.
Snitch, we're going to need
Where's
you to
the
come
bear?
back in with that
Always-
wrap up.
this is- I mean, there's always.
But where's
you know,
the bear
It always
bit?
comes down to a letter or something adding something.
I mean, I get where
Oh,
you're
mate, I'll take
going.
any thought process from anybody in
What
the
was
room,
it?
you know.
A bee in the hand and a bear in the eye?
I don't know why.
The
I
riddle?
don't get the bear bit. No, Fitzy added a bear.
Oh, right.
If somebody has a bee in their hand, what do they have in their eye?
While we think about it, Tom, we're having some issues with the Facebook audio stream.
Yes, sorry about that.
Come on, last show, last riddle, Christmas edition, Tom.
Yeah.
What do you mean there's audio issues?
I think there's too many people trying to log on.
Right, it's crashed again, has it?
Have a band?
A band?
A bee, a bee in hand?
No. If somebody has a bee in their hand, what do they have in their eye? Any idea?
Are we anywhere near anything?
Because they're looking at the bee in their hand.
No. Think of sayings.
A bird in the hand is worth one in the
Close.
bush or something? Is that the same?
Bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
So a bee in the hand. Is that on the right track?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the hand.
So a bee in the hand is worth
I'm going to
one
throw
in
in
the
a
bush?
key word.
It's worth two in the eye?
No.
Imagine that.
Bee in the hand is worth two in the eye. No, but it's not that saying, it's another saying.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What is it?
Yeah. Bee is in the eye of the beholder.
I'm going to give it to you, MDG. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, it's a bit tricky and clever.
Very
Wow.
clever,
That was
very
one of
tricky.
Jess's.
Got a bee in your hand.
MDG, nailed it. Well done, Mandy and Mascot. Welcome to the show, Mandy!
I'm gonna miss you guys.
Oh,
We
going to
love
miss you, Mandy.
We love you so much, Mandy. Can you finish 2022 with an amazing riddle?
Right. It's shorter than the rest, but when you're satisfied, you bring it up. What is it?
It's shorter than the rest, but when what?
But when you're satisfied, you bring it up.
You bring it up.
You bring it up.
Matt DeGroot at the urinal?
Satisfied when it's
Very basic.
when you're satisfied, you bring it up.
You bring it up.
Your smile? Something to do with a smile?
No.
Oh, is it your thumb?
We're paying prizes in the pool.
Whoa.
Well done.
Hey, Mandy, have the best Christmas. We miss you.
Oh, you too, and I'll take any merchandise that you're giving away.
Oh, yeah.
Budgie Smugglers.
It's all yours. Budgie Smugglers. We've got pillowcases. We've got the ultimate deckhead cards.
Sorry?
Wippa.
Towel, toilet roll, gin, whiskey,
Yeah.
any of that.
Coming your way, Mandy. Worth, I think, a whole pack's worth about $8. So that's all yours. Well done, Mandy.
Good on you, Mandy. Have
Love
a good
you
one.
guys.
Love you. Bye-bye. All right, this one's worth $1,000, guys. So 13, 24, 10. The legendary sorcerer in the new original series Willow returns. Now streaming only on Disney+. Okay, here is... Here is the final riddle.
Big one.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, it's Disney related. Ooh.
I have a tail, but I'm not a mouse. I have scales, but I'm not a fish. I have wings, but I'm not an aeroplane. I have fire, but I'm not a flamethrower. What am I?
Are we guessing or the listeners guessing?
Really good point.
Yeah,
Rachel
let's go.
in St. Ives, any idea what the answer might be?
It is.
For $1,000.
Oh. Can you say it once more?
Well, thank you for the opportunity to share. I have a tail, but not a mouse. I have scales, but I'm not a fish. I have wings, but I'm not an aeroplane. I have fire, but I'm not a flamethrower. What am I?
I am a dragon.
Rach, you've won $1,000. Wow. You are a dragon.
You are the best.
You are a dragon. We are the best. The money is all yours.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thanks for
Rach.
Disney Plus.
What a great way to...
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
thanks.
you too, Rach. What are you doing for your Christmas, Rach?
Well, I was up all night with the baby with gastro, so this has really brightened my day.
How old's the bub, Rach?
He's 11 months.
Oh, congratulations, but geez, it's a slog, isn't it?
That is a slog.
Oh, it was tough.
Oh, my God.
$1,000 coming your way, Rach. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, guys.
Merry Christmas. Do we get Georgie in for the final?
Oh, for the last time. Yeah.
Tommy, your last show too. All the callers coming through now saying, wishing you the best and thanks for your time here on the Fitzy and Wippa show.
Now, before we do wind it up, we have an amazing team here. We've got a big lunch today, so we're going to go and have a few drinks. But thanks to everyone in the team. Obviously, Sarah, you had an amazing year. MDG, 50-50. Jess, Macca, Laura, Blake, Alicia, Matty Atkins, Snitch, and Tim. And Tim Ivey.
It's Tom, guys.
Oh, we don't care. You don't work here anymore.
Tim Ivey, who's one of the best executive producers producers that we've had in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's Tom, but that's okay.
It's an amazing effort. Come on, Georgie. Let's go out in the Golden Girls theme. Huh?
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. If you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Come on, wrap it up.
The Fitzy and Wippa Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.